Hi guys, I'm here to do the TMI tag for the third time today actually. The first time the lighting was all messed up. The second time, well, my camera vibrates for some reason when you hit the record button sometimes. And then when it stops, it'll either stop at a clear point in the vibrating or at a fuzzy point. And so it stopped at the fuzzy point. I've been through this list, so this will be my third time. I would like to thank Colleen for writing out the list in her description, and I will do the same because it's just a nice thing to do. But of course, Colleen is a nice person. So, Ms. Cavalier 01 is her channel if you're not familiar with it. Alright, there it is, TMI tag, getting it up here on my tablet so that I can do this. I've got dinner in the oven, so I'm doing it while I cook dinner. I'm going to do this quickly and honestly, even if there might be people out there who don't like my answers. I am what I am. But I think everybody's been really honest when they're doing this, so I would expect no less from myself. What are you wearing? I am wearing a black t-shirt, which probably has flour and stuff on it because I was cooking, and black pajama pants and black slippers. And a headband, because my hair is getting way too long. I can't do anything with it now, so just band it back until I can go get another haircut. Have I ever been in love? Absolutely. Ever had a terrible breakup? Absolutely. My divorce from my first husband was nasty, incredibly painful. I would guess on both of our parts, but it was very, very painful. In fact, I didn't even know if I'd survive it, but thankfully I did. How tall am I? 5 foot. I was 5'8" for most of my life, but I think I'm 5'7" now. How much do I weigh? I weigh exactly what I want to weigh at this point in time. Any tattoos? No. Piercings? Yes, my ears. Just my ears. OTP. Something pairing. I can't remember. One true pairing, I think was what it was. But I wouldn't know. I mean, I've heard the answers that everybody else gave, and it's all just foreign to me because I don't pay that much attention to movies and Hollywood stars and all the things that other people are mentioning, so that is kind of foreign to me. So I don't know the answer. Favorite show? We have lots of favorite shows. We don't have like regular TV. We have Roku, we have Amazon Prime and Netflix, and YouTube, of course. But with our Roku or with Netflix, we watch, like, we'll find a show we like and then we watch all the episodes and through a course of weeks or whatever, and then when that's done we find another show. And so whatever show we're watching at the time is my favorite. Right now it is Murdoch Mysteries, which is a Canadian show, and it's really good. Favorite bands? Well, there's an S there, so that means I can say more than one. I actually have two. One is PCD, Phillips, Craig and Dean, and the other is Petra, and I've enjoyed those both for years, many years. And I haven't heard anything since that would cause me to change my mind. I mean, there's a lot of good ones out there, but those are still my two favorite. Something I miss. I miss when my daughter was a little girl, and when she was a baby, all the way up until she was, turned into a teenager and I became the enemy. I think that she was, when she was growing up, those were like among the best times of my life, probably the best times, because she was fun and we did so many fun things together, and she was cuddly, and we played, we read books, we cooked together, we did all kinds of things together, and I loved her more than life itself, which every mother can relate to. And I miss when she was little. That's something I miss a whole lot. Favorite song? I don't know, because there are so many songs I really, really like. I don't know if I have a favorite right at this very moment. Seemed to be an easy question for most people to answer, but it isn't for me because there's a whole lot of songs I like real well. How old am I? I'm 56. I'll be 57 on May 5th. Zodiac sign, I guess I'm a Taurus, but I don't care about it at all. Quality I look for in a partner, only one quality it asks for. Reliability, maybe. Steadfastness. Honesty, humor, kindness, strength, moral fortitude. I mean, there's a whole lot of things, I guess. You can say my husband has all of those. Let's see, what's next? Favorite quote. Because I'm a lover of sarcasm, I think my favorite quote is, "So you say you're a feminist? How cute." I like that. Favorite actor? Enrico, his last name I can't pronounce, begins with a C. Canadian actor. He was in Just Shoot Me, Galaxy Quest, my favorite movie, Flashpoint. Everything he does, he's been great in, and I like him a lot. Greatest actress, by the way, would probably be Julia Roberts. Ever since I saw her do a documentary about nomads in Mongolia, which just impressed me no end, but everything that she's done I've liked. Neither of those do I know anything about their personal lives. If so, but just based solely on acting and what I've seen them in. That's what that's based on. Favorite color? I would say a dusty rose, a very deep dusty rose color. Let's see. Favorite color? Music, loud or soft? Depends on my mood. Always depends on my mood. Most of the time we have soft music playing here, as you've heard probably in the background of my vlogs. But every so often I really like good loud headbanging stuff. Not often, but sometimes. Where do you go when you're sad? I go kind of inside myself, my prayer closet. I go to pray and also to kind of try and sort things out and make them make sense to me so I can deal with them. So inside myself. How long does it take you to shower? It's 10 to 15 minutes, I would say. I take longer showers than many because after I'm done showering, I let the hot water run over my spine until it runs out. Let's see, how long does it take you to get ready? In the morning? I don't know, because it's very rare that I get dressed in the morning. But half hour, give or take 5 minutes, I would say. Ever been in a physical fight? Not that I can recall, but if I ever was, I'm sure I would lose. Turn on and turn off. Turn on would be selflessness, and turn off would be selfishness. The reason I joined YouTube originally just to watch it and never considered ever uploading anything, because I like the entertainment, I like the how-to videos, I like the cooking videos. I actually started doing vlogs last summer, and that was because after all those years and all those different things I did, I found a community, or I saw that there was such a community among the users. Before that, I hadn't realized that, and of course I wanted to be part of it. Fears. My greatest fear is that my loved ones will die without knowing Jesus. That is a huge fear. Other than that, personal fears, well, anything else pales in comparison, but I would say heights probably. Even standing on a little stool, I get a dry mouth and weak knees. So, last thing that made me cry, I don't know when I cried last because I'm not a big crier, but I usually only cry for 2 reasons. One would be impotent rage, being very angry about something I can do nothing about, and the other would be just overrun with emotion, like at a symphony, a parade sometimes, or a concert, things like that, where the emotion becomes too big for me, so I cry. Let's see. Last time you said you loved someone, today I told my husband I loved him, and I also told my dog Pharaoh I loved him. The meaning behind my YouTube name. Well, I have been Chia Owl on the internet for quite a few years, and before that I was Owly or Owl Lady, like on IRC, and so I became Chia Owl when a friend of mine, I was just being silly one day, and she thinks that Chia pets are just hysterical. She always got a kick out of them, so I went into her IRC channel as Chia Owl, and it stuck, just to make her laugh, and it stuck, and so I was Chia Owl for a long, long time, but a lot of people have called me Chia or whatever. That was like in the early 90s. When I started blogging, Chia Chatter made sense for my blogs, and I just carried it over to my blog, but I just put blog at the end of it. And my, okay, let's see, my display keeps going out so that I can save battery. And I'll find my spot again. Last book I read. I have not read any books beside the Bible in a long, long time. I have a really hard time reading, concentrating and stuff since my stroke, and so I just haven't read. Except the Bible, which I read every day, of course. Last show I watched, we watched that Murdoch this afternoon while we were eating lunch. Last person I talked to would be my husband. The relationship between me and the person I last texted would be my daughter. Favorite food, which I interpret to mean if I could only eat one food for the rest of my life or even for a week, it would be pizza. The place I want to visit would be Alaska. The last place I was beside home was out on the lake walking yesterday. Do I have a crush? I can't say I do. I guess anybody that makes my heart beat faster would only be my husband, because really when I see other people or other men out there or on the TV or anywhere, they just can't compare. Last time I kissed someone was yesterday. I don't think my husband and I have kissed today. The last time I was insulted, oh, that was probably earlier today. I'm insulted very easily. Even by things that aren't meant to insult me, and I always have to talk myself out of being insulted. It happens all the time. Favorite flavor of sweet would be chocolate or coconut. It's a tie, pretty much. What instruments do I play? Keyboard, electronic keyboards. I was trained as a classical pianist all of my growing up. I studied at the Michigan Conservatory of Music, and spent hours on the piano bench from before I was in kindergarten until forever, until I got my college degree, actually, and my degree is also in music. And so I only played, not only, but mostly played, classics. In high school with my friends, we played like show tunes and pop music and stuff, but almost all my life it was classics. Then, a few years ago, I discovered the electronic instruments and all the cool things you could do with them, the electronic digital keyboards and all the cool stuff you could do. I mean, creating an orchestra, piling up piles of music, all different instruments, singing into the microphone and having it turn my voice into a whole choir. I mean, all that cool stuff I can do, and I've really never looked back. I'm sure if I sat down to play anything heavy now, I would just, I could obviously read the notes, but my technique or my touch, everything would be shot, because I've just been playing these for so many years. Favorite piece of jewelry? Well, I have my wedding ring, that would be my favorite for what it symbolizes, but I also have this ring, which I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not, because I don't know what you're seeing, but anyway, that's tri-gold, Black Hills gold, I guess. My mom got it for me quite a few years ago for Christmas, probably over 20 years ago. Now my mom has Lewy body disease, which is a form of dementia, and every time I look at this I remember who she used to be and who she always was, and it makes me think of my mom as she was. The last sport I played, probably whatever I was forced to play in high school. The last song I sang, probably whatever I sang in church on Sunday. I play for the service, but every so often I sing while I'm playing, and whatever I did Sunday was probably the last time I sang. Favorite chat-up line, and have you ever used it? I don't know what a chat-up line is, so if I used it, I wouldn't know that either, because I don't know what it is. The last time you hung out with anyone, I hang out with my husband all the time. I mean, we do most things together. Now that he's retired, we do almost everything together, and we both love it. We love each other's company best. And so, you know, we get together with friends and stuff, but most of the time it's just us, and most of the time that's the way we want it. Who should answer these questions next? Well, anybody who hasn't done this yet, I would love to hear you answer the questions. They are, I've enjoyed everybody that I've heard answer them. I've enjoyed every single one, and I'm sure whoever answers them in the future, I'll enjoy them too. But when I think about it, I subscribe to quite a few young women and young mothers that I met through vlogging, through like Vlogtober or through Veda. And so I think hearing their perspectives and what they think about these things, I think would be kind of cool. So that's my TMI tag. Those are my answers for whatever they're worth, and I will see you guys later. Bye.